Hi, I'm Zach, and this is Challenger Vedic Astrology and Tarot. Welcome to the channel. So, today we're talking about Jupiter and Ketu, conjunct and trine. And if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me and the channel. To be notified whenever I release a new video, be sure to hit the notification bell icon and select all. And if you'd like a Vedic Sidereal birth chart, a personal tarot reading, or an astrology consultation, links to those will be in the description box and the comments below. Okay, so Jupiter and Ketu. First off, we gotta talk about how a Nandi-Nadi combination gets formed. And that is how we see conjunct and trine. That's a Nandi-Nadi combination. So, over here, there will be an example of a Nandi-Nadi conjunction trine combination. So if Jupiter is in the first house, Ketu will either be in the first house conjunct Jupiter, or 5 or 9 houses away from Jupiter. So in this case, Jupiter in the first house, Ketu in the 1st, 5th, or 9th house will be a combination. Now, let's go with some examples. So Jupiter can be in either the 1st, 5th, or 9th, and Ketu can be in either the 1st, 5th, or 9th. First off. Now, if, let's say, Jupiter is in the 10th house, then Ketu can either be in the 10th, 2nd, or 6th house. And that's how we see these combinations. Ketu just has to be in the 1st house. In other words, the house where Jupiter sits, Ketu has to be there. And then 5 or 9 places away. Okay. So, now let's talk about what Jupiter represents. So, Jupiter is life. Jupiter is life force. So, Jupiter represents you. Jupiter represents your children. Jupiter represents your mentors, your teachers, your gurus. Jupiter is wisdom. Jupiter is religion and spirituality. Jupiter is prosperity. But I don't mean financial. What I mean is you will have enough to eat. You will survive. That's the kind of prosperity that Jupiter cares about. Jupiter is the heavy one. The biggest themes in your life are represented by Jupiter. Jupiter is also expansion. Jupiter is also tied to travel and education. But it's not the main significator of either of those. Now, let's talk about Ketu. So, Ketu is the past. Ketu is foreign and different. Ketu is your ancestors, in particular your maternal lineage. Now, Ketu is also the occult. Ketu is spirituality. Ketu is research. Ketu is cuts. Ketu is here to remove you from this physical world. Ketu doesn't care about this world. Ketu was given moksha. Like, okay, Ketu, you are now a part of the spiritual realm. Your job is to help other people get there. So Ketu, its job is to cut you from this world. So Ketu is cuts. Ketu is a flag. Ketu can raise you high. If it doesn't cut you. So, we see Ketu represents all these things. Ketu is headless. Ketu doesn't rely on the usual senses. Ketu relies on intuition, that gut instinct. Ketu is also very specific skills. So, oh gosh, having trouble thinking of an example. Let's say a watchmaker. It's a very specific skill. That's Ketu. Ketu is also the law. So, all of this is Ketu. Now, when Jupiter and Ketu are conjunct or trine, before I get into this, Ketu is the most negative planet. Remember, Ketu's job is to cut you from this world. That's not pleasant. So, if you don't want to listen to this, now is your chance. Because there will be negative information I share here. Okay, that was your chance. Alright. So, here we see, first off, Ketu is foreign. Jupiter is you, your children, your guru. So one thing we see is your guru could be from a foreign land. You could have an occult guru, a spiritual guru. Another thing that we see is you can obtain spiritual and occult gifts if Ketu is at a lower degree than your Jupiter. This shows you would already have these gifts. You would already be skilled in these areas when you were born. You'd be coming into this life with those skills. If Ketu is ahead of Jupiter, then you would acquire these skills later in life. But Ketu is cuts. So one thing that we see is when Ketu is ahead of Jupiter by degree, you will come across breaks in life. You'll want to do something. All of a sudden, there's a cut. You're not able to do it. That will happen at least twice. Because Ketu represents threes. The first 2 times you'll fail. The third is when you'll succeed. Now, another thing that we see is a person does not find success in their homeland when they have Jupiter in combination with Ketu. They have to go to a far off or foreign place to find that success in life. But they will fail the first 2 times. It's only on the 3rd time that they're able to go and stay. So that's another thing that we see. Now, Ketu is cuts. Jupiter is life. So here we see life is getting cut. So what does this mean? Well, first off, we see that this person themselves has the potential to end lives. That's right. Jupiter-Ketu combination can show a killer. But this could also show a soldier. Someone that fights for their country to end people's lives. There can be all kinds of reasons for killing. But we do see that. Now, the other thing that we see, especially, well, no, either way really, is we see difficulty in having children. There will be difficulty in having children with Jupiter and Ketu conjunct or trine. Now, this doesn't mean you can't have children, but there will be difficulty. At the very least, you will have children late in life. Later than most people. So, don't expect to have children before your 30s. Is what I would say with this. Now, another thing we see with this is you and your children will take after your maternal lineage. You will look, and your children will look like your maternal lineage. Children could also be gifted in the occult. Children could also be spiritual or good at research. Children could also go to foreign lands, but children could also deal with breaks in their life. Now, that will be more prominent for you because this is your chart we're looking at. Whereas we would have to look at each individual child's chart to see for sure if they would deal with that. And like I said, when it comes to having children with this placement, there can be mitigating factors that still allow you to have children. But like I said, expect to have children late if you have this placement. Okay. Now, Ketu is a flag. So here we see your children can rise high in life and find quite a bit of success. That's another thing that we see with this. You and your children can be very intuitive. You and your children can be very good with very specific skills that other people can't do. We also see that. But there is also a tendency to behave kind of headless here, to not think clearly. Because Ketu is headless. Intuition can only get you so far. Gotta have some wits about you. But yeah, we see that as well. But this has been Jupiter and Ketu. So, if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me in the channel. To be notified whenever I put out a new video, be sure to hit the notification bell icon and select all. And if you'd like a Vedic Sidereal birth chart, a personal tarot reading, or an astrology consultation, links to those will be in the description box and the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.